Hey guys, I'm just trying to spark an open discussion here. I'm asking you guys, what makes you guys feel the most comfortable or like at home? For me, it's having like a nice wardrobe. It's being comfortable in my house and having like my living space clean and like orderly, but like also in the style that I like. And it's having, which is like coincidentally the best thing, having a pizza on the way because I just ordered a pizza. It's like my favorite food in the entire world. So I'll be having that soon in like 10 minutes or so because I just put in the order. So that's gonna be great. Also, my lovely assistant, or I don't know what you want to call her, my personal helper, is picking up some prescriptions I got from the doctor for the stomach pain the other day. I don't know if you remember the video that I posted today when I had to go to the hospital because I had stomach pain, but she's getting that for me, so hopefully that should clear up all that. So that's good. But anyway, on other notes, I love just like putting on different outfits. I love just like, I don't know, it's just something I love. What I would love to do, like one of my dreams on earth, and something on my bucket list, is to go to Comic-Con in San Diego. I would love to just do that, and it's something that I really want to do at some point, but I don't know when because I don't have any like set rigid plans to do it. But hopefully sometime in the future, I had an opportunity to present itself, and I'll just capitalize on that for sure. So, you know. But anyway, that's just a little about me and like what makes me feel at home, both in my actual home here at the Cotton Mill in Unit 21, this condominium, or in the world. So now you know a little bit more about me. I love wearing hats too. This hat I got the other day at Lids. It's a Yankees hat. It's a 47 Captain Snapback with the classic Yankees ballpark logo on it, so I love it. It's cool. Also, fun fact, when I started my job at, or cool fact, at Shell, my line manager, Justin, made note to my entire team that we were playing in the big leagues, as he put it, and that getting a job at Shell in that group was like, quote, playing for the Yankees. So I felt, you know, quite like a quote baller. So, or a baller, whenever he told me that. So I really let that sink in. It was a lot of prestige associated with that job. So that being said, I think my team lived up to its expectations and really shined through and setting new novel things for our company. But in light of the layoffs, a lot of us had to go our separate ways or ended up becoming separated or just going on different life paths. But either way, I wish all those NTPs and all those people the best of luck with whatever they're doing now in life. I hope to see some of them again because we did have an interesting group social dynamic, and I'd love to just see what you guys are up to. Also, Aaron, if you'd like to come talk to me in real life, Ms. Murphy, I'd love to see how you're doing. I know your acting is not the best, you can't fool me, but either way, you're a sweetheart, and I love what you do for Earth and for me on whatever asset you work on now. So please keep bringing your positivity to the table. And I love you, even if you do talk a lot about things that are technically over my head. So just keep that in mind when we're talking, and you know, take it slow and patiently with me because I'm not always, you know, the one who knows everything. But I try to, you know, do my best to share what I know in the way that you'll understand as best the team. The way I know, even if it's not. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but maybe it's not the most straightforward. But it could be the most straightforward. So who knows? Maybe in the most straightforward. I don't know. Anyway, on a side note, Mr. Tetlow, if you're still interested in, I don't know what you'd be interested in, but Houston, if you want to start a business, I'm totally down. I know what we can do in this day and age, but whatever it is, I'm on board for at least half of. I'll be like if you're aware of the social network, I'll be like the hype guy. I'll help you launch the product and give you advice on like what I think would help it succeed in the marketplace. But I'll do everything except for coding. How about that, Brendan? If you want to do the coding, you're sold, man. You can be the coding guy for whatever. If you want to launch Houston, you can be like you can work out like the corporate angle from that, and I'll be Johnny hype guy. How about that? I'll launch it, make sure it succeeds, get the word out there. But who knows? I don't know what the deal is with other things or other roles that would even be in that kind of thing. But maybe we can talk to some of our connections at other companies. I don't know if you have any friends who work at Facebook. I know I had one of my ex-girlfriends from college used to work at, or got an offer at Facebook, but she didn't accept there. But she knew a guy. It's like one of those things that like from the movie Ant-Man, where it's like, oh, yo, my essay, but his friend though. Like he knew a guy. Sorry, I was gonna try to start talking about the girl I knew from college again. It's like he knew a guy who like you know did this and this. But anyway, she knew a guy whose cousin got like an offer or something from Facebook, and he's like, oh yo, and their starting thing was $100,000 or whatever, like whatever that was. But anyway, that was when I heard that I was like, wow, Facebook really has money to shell out. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm just saying, well, the company that I'm gonna fire back and say the company I worked at gave us iPads for work because, you know, what can I say? They take care of us and they make sure we do business well in the modern world with, you know, the best equipment. So that. Anyway, I love my work group. I love what I learned, and I value them immensely. I learned so much. I can't say if I learned more or not than I did in college, but I learned so much different information, and I learned so much like my first year at Shell. I learned all about a software separation unit, and it's like its own masterclass course in like just learning about something that's actually practically applicable. So Ryan Moyer, if you're watching this video, you taught me so much, man. You were like one of the greatest teachers I can imagine. You were so knowledgeable, and you passed it all on to us so well. So thanks, and for all the OSCs that paved the way, thank you for doing that. You really made it much smoother, I guess I'll say, instead of easier, because obviously it's an OSC job, so you can't say it's easy. Truth. But you definitely paved the way for us to get our feet on the ground and running. So that was really nice. Also, I did I love meeting you guys. I love like bonding over our weird like social events that weren't like technically formal social events. We just like would kind of schedule in the free time, play the Cards Against Humanity with like Mary Zhao or whatever else. I go to Nicole's house and she'd have her dog, and I don't know what to do with that because I don't remember too well what we did specifically because that was a long time ago. But anyway, I do just want to know how you guys are doing now in life. Where you guys went? I wonder if you guys are still at Shell, if you're like on course towards like a specific role within Shell, or if you're kind of just like wondering about in different companies, or like where you're at. Like I know Michael Shook is now. Last time I checked, I think he's still at Ford, or unless she's in grad school now, or she's still pursuing grad school, still on course for that. Google, I think last time I checked, still has my friends Gabe and Addison employed by them. So awesome. It was actually one of my dreams. I was working at Shell to work for Google, because whenever I was on the internet, like my free time browsing, Google was like always posting things which are like it was like my favorite vibe. Like the Google was like posting their googliness, and I was like, oh man, it just made me think like I wish I was working in the Google X Lab. This is like such a cool job. But they say the grass is always greener, so I'm not gonna complain. I love my job and I'm happy with it. So anyway, Gabe, I hope you're happy at your job. And Addison from my high school AP chemistry class, I hope you're loving your life and your job. So props to you for doing what you do, but I'm not gonna bother you. So anyway, also though, I'm just wondering if you guys, any of you who are NTVs with me, are still in New Orleans, you want to do something in your free time. One thing I really want to get into is acro yoga. I am aware of, so it's hard to describe. I don't want to get like into like Cirque du Soleil style acro yoga, but I want to get into like fitness martial arts style acro yoga, kind of like maybe like the cheerleading style acro yoga, where it's like you do it with your partner, but it's like a form of like kung fu dance. Or the best description is capoeira. It's like where you're with a partner and like you're dancing, but it's like dance, but you move like it's like dance fighting, but you move in harmony with your partner. Does that make sense? But I think that'd be something really cool to like learn and perfect. So if any of you know of anyone who wants to do that with me, just tell them to forward the deets on to me, and I'll hit them up. But anyway, also we should do more events in the park. I'd be totally down for that. Just because I don't work for Shell anymore doesn't mean you can look down on me. It doesn't mean you can step out on events, because we can still be friends. So that, and also, I'm not a bum, by the way. I still do have I'm still following my dreams in life that never changed from when you met me. I just do different things on Earth now. So if you have your sights set on something specific, talk to me about it. I'd love to hear about it. And but know that I'm know that I'm not really pursuing the same things as you, but I'm open to hearing what you're about, if you're open also to pitching something alternative, let's say. So that. Also to my UB00 group, 3 people I want to mention. Liz Cannon, how are you? How are things in Houston? I'm wondering if you're still working for corporate, if you're still working in Detroit, because I don't really know what you do technically specifically, but if you want to stop by, I'd be interested in hearing more about what you do, or what you're doing these days. So that. Miss Carolina Diaz, hi. I don't know what you're up to these days, but I'd like to get to know you more, because I did a lot of traveling in South America, and you just struck me as someone who I'd be fascinated to talk to more. So hit me up if you see this and you want to talk. Also, to the Canadian guy who I shared lunch with, I'm fascinated by hearing about your story about engineering and taking the PE in Canada. So that, I know it's a whole different change of like topic, because there's nothing to do with my travels as a backpacker, but I don't know. I just thought we had a really cool, like, genuine connection, I guess. And I think you're a really sincere, nice guy. So I wish you the best at Shell. I hope you continue to do your job, because safety is a huge importance. And I thank you for sharing that story with me, because that really opened my eyes to how important safety is, and how much could fail if someone doesn't do the job right. So it really just emphasizes the burden of responsibility for an engineer, and it really makes me remember every day that every action that I take could affect someone else on Earth. So that's why I take all the things I do seriously. but I don't, let it interfere with my personal life, because at the end of the day, man, you gotta have fun, or else it's gonna stress you out, and then you're gonna, maybe God fearing, do something wrong, because you're not in the most easiest of mindsets. So you gotta be careful and watch that, because that's how people start to fall asleep, or fall asleep in the control room, or whatever analogy I can make to make you understand this point. Anyway, from there, I want to say to all my fellow graduates of engineering, I wish you all the best in life, whatever you're doing. I know you all went in different directions. I know some of you will get different jobs. I know Zach went in the Pratt and Whitney direction. I know David Barnard also went in that direction. I remember when I was thinking about jobs I wanted to get, my ideal jobs first in my mind were like aerospace and like aerotech. But I ended up with a job that I really like, and I'm actually really glad I got my job, because my dream was like the work schedule, and that's like exactly what I got. So it like ended up working out really well for me. But props to you for getting a job in a really cool industry, and I hope you like it. But also, if you want to hang out sometime, it seems like you're still young. I mean, we graduated together, so I know you're like around my age. You got the money because you work for a good company. So if you want to hang out sometime, hit me up. We'll do something, or schedule something, or what. I don't know if you'd be down, to just like spontaneously go to certain weekends in the Caribbean unless you really planned it out and made like a group activity, because I don't think that's like financially responsible for me. But if you want to organize something, at least check out the travel group that I set up, and I can maybe talk about scheduling some kind of trip abroad. But not something that I can just do laissez-faire without at least considering my finances. So that. But anyway, hope you guys are loving your life and your work life, and enjoying being a young professional while we still can, because before too long, we're going to be in our 30s, and then it's like we're going to be grown ups before too long, and then we're going to be talking about trips to the lake house like Adam Sandler and his boys. So who knows? But anyway, just want to let you guys, or I guess maybe there's nothing to say about that. But I want to let you guys also, from who were at cafe, know that those were like the best days of my life. Just like going to cafe and just sitting out in the sun and just going outside and like drinking like casual cafe $2 tea pitchers, because that's like how life was meant to be lived, and how life should be lived. And that could be like every single day in New Orleans, because like one of my last days when I was in New Orleans before I took off for I think it was Southeast Asia, or not Southeast Asia, South America. Or maybe I went somewhere else first. Maybe either went to Egypt or I went somewhere else first. But anyway, one of the last days here, I went to brunch at Flamingo with Marta and Ruel, and I was thinking like, this is what every day could be like, just like grabbing casual mimosas and breakfast at a spot in New Orleans, and just just like talking and casually just like being people who live in New Orleans. And I was like, and that like dawned on me, like, this is how life was meant to be lived. So for my friends who hit up cafe and were like cafe dwellers, you should definitely come to New Orleans and just check out the cafe scene here. If nothing else, because drinking, having a good morning, and having great breakfast are things that New Orleans does really well. So check it out, and if you're doubtful, trust me, I'll make you a true believer. So there. But anyway, one more thing. I want to really build a community around this whole YouTube kind of like thing that's going on. So if you have a channel, and I know you personally, send me a link to your channel, because I'd love to like check it out, and I'd love to like kind of see what you do, and like see if we can collaborate on things. I think that'd be really awesome. So leave a comment or hit me up, or however you have my contact info, or just maybe send a like a reply video or something like that, and I'll check it out. But anyway, that's probably I randomly looked up at the clock while I was talking, and it's also time for me to grab my pizza. So it's been like 13 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Anyway, this is HJ Kantara Tani signing out for now. Check you guys out later. Peace.